Hello, and welcome to this Alexander Technique teaching video. I'm Constance. I'd like to remind you that the hands-on work you do with your Alexander Technique teacher is the most important part of learning the technique. Every person is so different and so unique in their structure and habits, so you can only learn so much from watching a video. That being said, here's a way you can practice. Today we're going to review the head-neck balance. The first thing to be aware of is that the head, the skull, is floating very high up on the top of your spine. Your spine reaches all the way up to between your ears, behind the roof of your mouth, and just in from the occiput at the base of your skull. The head is balancing very high up. Take a look at this skeleton and notice how high up the spine goes where it meets the skull. This head-neck joint is very high, much higher than most people realize. The spine goes up to right about between the ears. It's behind the roof of the mouth. This skeleton is missing his jaw, which would be hanging down about here. You can see that the spine goes right up above where the jaw is, to behind the roof of the mouth. The skull pivots very easily and spaciously on top of the spine when it's not being compressed down. Slouching is that. When you look at your computer, forward head position is that, very compressive. We want to allow the spine to lengthen and the head to float around very spaciously right up here at the top of the spine. So coming back to looking at a real person, I'd like to show you a couple of different ways that people hold their heads. First of all, most people slouch, which looks like this. The head is dropped down and back, and it compresses on the spine. The other possibility that many people do is the opposite extreme. They lift the chin, lift the chest, hold the shoulders back, and stand in a rigid position, which is also compressive and really unsustainable for any amount of time. So we have the majority of the population sadly going from collapsed to stand up straight. Ugh, tired, I'm going to be good. Really, we want to be in between. We want to be allowing the head to float around at this very high up spot. We want to allow the mobility and the ease of the whole torso, the whole skeletal system, the whole musculoskeletal system to be mobile and easy and balanced. So try this with me. Go ahead and drop your head and notice that you might get where it might feel tight or heavy. Then pick yourself up and hold yourself and notice where do you feel that in your body. See if you can release that compression and come into a more easy, balanced state with your head floating around at the very top of your spine. Think about the air above your head, the space above your head, and just allow your head to float up into that direction. This is a balance that influences many other things in your life. It influences many other ways of moving when you hold your head in one position. There's no need to do that. It reflexively balances with ease and grace. As we allow the head to balance easily on top of the spine, we want to bring into awareness the long neck muscles. This will help to allow the head to just float upwards. The neck muscles go all the way around from underneath the jaw, all the way around to the back of the skull, down to the trapezius, down to the sternum, and the neck muscles can release into length and ease, which allows the head to float around and be delicate. There's a gentle, delicate balance that you can experience with your head when you no longer hold it in place. You can think about this many times during the day. In between all your activities, during your activities, you can think, I just like my head to float around delicately on top of my spine, and notice that sense of space and ease that brings about. Enjoy. Once again, I'm Constance Clare-Newman. If you have any questions about this video, please feel free to email me. My website has a lot of resources. It's constanceclare.com. Thanks for watching.